What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one, the only Ash Said It. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com. Welcome to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys for all of your love and support. Over 1,400 episodes and 500,000 streams worldwide. None of this is possible without you guys, so I thank you so very much. We are still living somewhat of a quarantine, a COVID-19 life. However, it doesn't mean that you can't be taking care of your skin. You can't be doing those little things to make yourself feel good and feel aware of yourself. So today we are fortunate enough to have with us, hanging out today, the founder and CEO of Vedic Botanicals, the wonderful Miss Rachel. Hey, Rachel.
Hello, Ash. Thank you for having me on today.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. So, Rachel, what part of the country are you holding down right now?
I'm just outside of Boston, Massachusetts, in Quincy, the city of presidents.
Ooh, Quincy. And what kind of temperatures are you guys getting there today?
Low 90s and probably about 82% humidity.
Yeah, it sounds about right for this time of year. Sounds about right.
Yep. It's sticky.
Oh, wow. All right, so Rachel, where did Vedic Botanicals come from?
Yes. Okay. So the origin story. My degree, my formal education is in herbal medicine, and I graduated during, of course, the crash of 2008. So good luck getting a job anywhere, and it forced quite a bit of ingenuity. So I put out my own sign, and I started my own private practice. And as I was taking clients and working with them to meet their health goals, I started to develop products of my own, and was met with some really great early success. So life shifted. Private practice no longer really made sense for me, but I had 4 years of development behind me of some of these really good products mostly for medicinal things, mostly for eczema, for neuropathy, which is when nerves die and it's very painful, and different arthritic conditions. So I decided that I was going to keep that part of my business alive. And then I took another 3 years to expand, starting to make cosmetic products and get really right and tight, do all the lab tests, make sure that my product was really good, and engineering everything so that even if it was like a cosmetic thing, like a face serum or a hair serum or a cream, I was staying true to my herbal medicine roots, because so one of the first things that you learn in herbal med school is that food is your medicine, right?
Yeah.
You eat 3 times a day. How many other things do you do 3 times a day that you have the opportunity to be nourishing yourself or poisoning yourself? And honestly, skincare is right up there with it. We might not be doing it 3 times a day. Right. Sometimes people are putting things onto their skin 5 times a day, but at least once. Right. And the skin is your largest organ. It's super porous. It absorbs a ton. So it's another great opportunity for you to either be like nourishing yourself or giving yourself something that maybe you don't need. So the herbal blend is the foundation of everything that we make, but of course that helps to bring out inner beauty and keep your skin looking great and your hair bomb and everything, like get the total package going on.
So where did the name come from, Vedic?
So, yes. So, the school of medicine that I'm trained in is Ayurveda. It's a 5,000-year-old system of health and wellness native to India. I studied in India for a while. Veda means wisdom. It means knowledge. Ayurveda is the science or wisdom of life and living. The Vedas are the sacred texts of India. So it's knowledge, it's wisdom, it's the inner knowing that wells up inside of you and springs forth into your actions.
Gotcha. So when you close on your practice and you were beginning to develop these new products and you had a brand new vision for yourself. What were some of those early challenges?
Legal stuff, the FDA,
oh,
wow. Making sure that we were staying within legal lines, and so that like hiring a lawyer, making sure that we weren't a drug.
Right.
We were a cosmetic product, not a drug. A lot of herbalists, unfortunately, the laws aren't made for us. They're made for pharmaceutical companies. So a lot of herbalists have to be very careful. It's part of the nature of our job, and just kind of like the way that legalities are in this country right now. So herbalists have to be very careful that they're working for wellness, not creating drugs. So that was an early obstacle, a very nebulous and difficult to navigate. Finding labs that would do the proper tests for us at prices that we could afford. Most labs won't look at you unless you're sending at least 100 samples in to get tested. And of course, we were sending in 5 or a dozen.
Wow.
So, just to get started and to make sure that we were on the right track. And of course now, we're sending in bigger quantities, but, of course, like back in the day, you're not going to make up 100 of something that you're like, I just want to see if this works. So that's like all of, those very, it's difficult to find the right people to work with, I think, when you're not doing things in quantity just yet. But the people that were willing to work with me, I love them, and I am going to be with them for life now. So,
That is amazing. So, what's next for Vedic? Like, what's on the agenda for the summer?
Well, with COVID, we are focusing on self-care and being as much being supportive of individuals in their self-care, and kind of wanting to get the word out about the brand, about some of the things that we're doing sustainability-wise, some of the things that we can offer health-wise, but not so much focusing on sales. Because I don't think now is the time to really push for sales, but to push for community support. So taking part, so my employees and I are, active in civics during this time, and active in doing what we can to help those around us.
Gotcha.
So a little bit less on the business. Things are a bit slow now anyway. But still using our time wisely and effectively. And part of the goal of Vedic was to be a community player from the very beginning. So using our muscle that way.
Gotcha. Yeah, makes perfect sense with everything going on. It's like everyone's trying to shelter in place, and you're just trying to sustain this hopefully this wave. We'll say this wave.
Right, exactly. We've got some really great things, but just focusing more on the community during these really tumultuous and uncertain times where so many people need help.
Yes. Last but certainly not least, what advice can you offer to any person today that has an idea for a brand, but they just haven't acted out on it?
So, to be completely blunt about it, having a business is like having a baby. It will be one of the most difficult things you will ever do in your entire life, but it will also be one of the most fulfilling and rewarding things you will ever do in your entire life. So one, be sure that you really want to do it. Be sure that it's something that feeds you on a spiritual, mental, emotional, physical level before you take those first steps. And then the other thing is that this was advice given to me, and now I'm passing down the line. Water boils at 212 degrees, and most entrepreneurs make it to about 210 degrees, and then they give up. The water is really hot, and the pressure is built, and sometimes it's extremely difficult, and you don't know if the end is coming, or if it's 2 years away or 3 years away, or is it ever going to come where you can where you're there, and you just got to push through and get to that boiling point when things start to happen. And so if you're committed to it, don't give up, because water boils at 212, and it's going to feel hot, but there's not going to be any action. And then if you just push a little bit harder, then all these bubble things start to happen. And then you have the evidence of your success in front of you.
I love that. Rachel, thank you so much. Like, you motivated me, you know? I'm thinking about stuff. I'm like, yeah, Rachel is totally right about that. Because, I mean, as an entrepreneur, as you already know, like, you're going to have days when you're down. You're going to have days when things are not necessarily wonderful or going exactly as planned. Big time. You've got to dig down deep. I don't even know how to describe it, but you've got to dig down and find that will to keep pushing forward. So, you are
so on it. That is exactly it. Inner strength. Big time.
Oh, my goodness. Rachel, thank you so much for blessing us today. We appreciate you. Let everyone know the best way to get in contact with you guys, and, of course, to follow you on social media.
Sure, yes. Instagram and Facebook at Vedic Botanicals. Our website is yourvedicbotanicals.com. We do have a bit of a sale going on right now. We're switching over our labels from a white label to a full color label. So there's still a few white label products that are up there for sale. If people move quickly, there's not a whole lot left, but that's happening. Otherwise, we do announce specials through our Instagram and Facebook channels. We love interaction. We love questions about herbs, always exciting to hear from people.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rachel. Much more success to you and your team.
Thank you so much. It's been wonderful. Thank you so much, Ash. You have a great day.
Thank you. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. Keeping in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do, you look them square in the face, you tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for. We're doing this for the history books. Social media is nice, but real life, so much better. Until next time, you guys.